A few days ago I was listening to Skeptic's Guide Through the Universe, and one of the panelists was wondering how astrophysicists can determine the chemical composition of the celestial bodies in the distance. So I decided to make a short video explaining this. It's all down to atomic physics and how the light is created. Light is created when atoms emit photons. Electrons have a different energetic levels in the atom. And when the electron jumps to a lower energy level, it emits a photon that corresponds to exact difference in energy levels between those two layers. Because we know energy layers of all atoms from the periodic system, it's very easy to determine which photon corresponds to which atom. The light itself is formed from numerous spectral lines. What you see as a continuous spectra is actually all bunch of little photons in line with each other. In the middle of this image, you can see something we call emission lines. That's when you have one atom emitting the photons. The lines are exactly in a position that identifies that atom. Below is something we call absorption line, that black little line in the middle of the spectra. Absorption spectra is the dark lines in the spectra itself. And it comes because when the light goes through certain gas or dust or whatever cloud, some of the photons will end up hitting some of the electrons. If the electron is hit by the photon that carries exact amount of energy, electron needs to jump to a higher level, to jump to the higher energetic level in the atom. Electron will grab that photon and jump. Later it will emit photon when it jumps to the lower level, more stable level. But when it emits the photon, it will not go in the same direction the original photon was going. By grabbing that photon from incoming light and then later emitting it in a random direction, electron basically steals the photons and leaves the gap in the spectrum, that black line, that absorption line. That's why we have those black lines in the spectrum. Each atomic element, each molecule, everybody does this. And it's very easy to identify because we know exactly which photons get absorbed with which molecules or atoms. And that's how astronomers know the chemical composition of distant stars and celestial bodies. We use atomic physics. That's it. Oh, and just to add, H alpha in this particular image is one of the 4 absorption line of hydrogen. Because it's in a red part of the spectrum, we called it alpha. Thank you for listening.